Welcome Investorholics to another ETF Spotlight review. Today we'll be taking a look at VAF, which is the Vanguard Australia Fixed Interest Index ETF. So VAF is backed by a competitive price, sound index, and Vanguard's indexing capabilities from the basis of a positive review. VAF might be suitable for investors with a medium term investment horizon, just looking for that steady, reliable income. So if you're interested in a steady income, quite possibly because you can't get it from the banks these days, hang around for some more in-depth information on this handy little ETF. Well, hello there, Investorholics. This is Scott. KrackTheSky Value Investing will be giving you up-to-date investing news and content so you can navigate the markets wherever you are. My mission is to give you the knowledge and confidence to take control of your own personal finances, expand your investment horizons, and crack your financial sky. Okay, so the investment objective here for VAF, it's just typical one here that seeks to track the return of the Bloomberg Australian Bond Composite 0+ year index before taking into account your fees and expenses. Bit of overview on the fund. So the ETF invests in high quality income generating securities issued by Commonwealth Government of Australia, Australian state governments, authorised by, and also, Treasury corporations as well, apologies, as well as investment grade corporate issuers. While being a low cost, the ETF also provides some protection against capital volatility. The investment in this ETF is predominantly BBB or higher. I'll go into a little bit later on the averages of the rating on the bonds anyway, and that rating is done by Standard & Poor's. They're one of the standard ratings agencies. So why would we bother? So competitive long-term performance. So Vanguard Investments approach provides investors with an efficient way to capture long-term market performance. As always, most investors are looking for diversification, so the fund invests in a diversified portfolio of securities, which means the fund is less exposed to the performance fluctuation of any individual security in the portfolio. Low cost investing, so the fund has low ongoing fees as Vanguard strives to minimize the costs of managing and operating the fund. We'll touch on that a little bit later as well. One of the reasons why the fees are quite low on this one. We're looking at a net asset value of $52.84, trading just below that $52.83 or thereabouts. Market cap $1.4 billion, so this is one of the bigger ETFs traded on the Australian Stock Exchange. Management cost of 0.2%, it's pretty good. Distribution frequency, looking at quarterly, so January, April, July, October. Dividend yield when I checked today after the close was 2.39%. VAF provides a good mix of government, semi-government and corporate bonds with a sort of medium to short term duration. The Australian government and semi-government bonds, as well as corporate and supranational debt in the portfolio, are of high quality. After the most recent market crash, the currency price, the current price possibly represents a good opportunity to build a position in this one for the long term if you're looking for some income over the long term. VAF is a strong candidate for some domestic bond exposure. The low management fee, I think, is really the key to the whole, one of the beauties of this ETF anyway, along with Vanguard's excellent indexing capabilities and well-constructed index. Long-term investing, is all about building a portfolio that includes different types of asset classes that are not related or non-correlated, thus reducing your investment risk or spreading the risk across your portfolio. So if one part's down, the other part's up or still neutral, so you're not losing all your money, or all your returns aren't disappearing. So according to Morningstar's methodology, the diversified index typically has an average credit quality of AA. So as I said before, we'd look at that. They don't have anything below BBB negative in this. So, but the average is AA. So that's pretty much one step behind the highest rated bonds you can have. As a result, owning this ETF could use this ETF as a cornerstone of a well-diversified portfolio. As I said, you definitely want some diversification to manage your risk, and this one might be worth having a look at. Plus, you get that regular income as well. Looking for alternatives, have a look at IAF, which I had a review on previously. B or bond. Check at the card here on the right hand side if you want to look at IAF. So on the right hand side we can see the top 10 issuer bonds here that's held in this ETF. Interesting mix, mainly Australian states and territories for federal government. You've got some investments from the European Investment Bank and a few other different things. The top 10 equals over 80% of the assets held in this ETF. So performance-wise, you're getting, since inception, 4.6%, which isn't too bad. Yields offered on Australian bonds have also notably fallen. However, sort of hovering near historic lows, though they have been higher than in most other developed markets since the financial crisis in 2008 anyway. This investment is constructed as one share class with a broader pool of money. So as we sort of looked at before, the ETF has a market cap of 1.4 billion, but the actual overall pool of money that Vanguard manages in this strategy is much bigger. That has a benefit of pretty much keeping your costs down, so reducing your transaction costs, and that's one good thing about Vanguard. They're always looking to keep the costs down. So VAF's high credit quality and moderate duration means it can play a core role in your portfolio, as I keep banging on about. You can use this one to generate some income, although it's not high. You can go generate some consistent income from it. This one's rated silver by Morningstar, so that pretty much 4 out of 5 stars, so highly rated by Morningstar. So definitely one to have a look at. As mentioned, I've also reviewed IAF, and that one's worth looking at as well if you're looking for some income from bonds, fixed interest, and those type of investments. Are you interested in learning more about personal finance and investing in the markets? If you are, then smash the like here on the left hand side and caress the subscribe button on the right hand side. It's KrackTheSky Value Investing. We'll be giving you up-to-date investing news and content so you can navigate the markets wherever you are. Expand your investment horizon and crack your financial sky. Thanks guys. See you later.